Hi, my name is Mark, and my PSN name is The Great Germ, and welcome to Viewer Takeover.
This is the Midnight GamesCast. We record every Tuesday afternoon at midnight. We bring it to YouTube every Wednesday as the weekly wrap-up. Oh man, we wrapped up so much stuff back on Wednesday.
So much good fucking wrap.
We were like, it was like Christmas presents all over the place. We're just putting them in
For a
wrapping
spoiled
paper,
child,
and
yeah.
it took us like 8 goddamn minutes to talk about video games,
Yeah.
as it does pretty much every single day.
Yes.
So get used to it or get the fuck out.
Get the fuck.
Every Thursday is PlayStation VR, a theater.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, that was a nice one. I thought that was a bad one.
No, yeah, didn't.
And every Friday, every today, guess what? This is probably going up a little bit early because we didn't want to interfere with Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Which I think is a great call, by the way.
But this is Viewer Takeover, where we let you, the loyal game cats, let you take over the show. Every week we scour the videos, we scour the comments, we scour everything, and then we take all of our favorite comments, we put them down into my word processor, we print them out with question marks where they don't belong, because that's just the kind of shit we're thinking here.
Right?
What is going on? You're ruining my flow.
This is like the premiere VR episode. It should be, so they're like watching at home and whoa.
It's like those 3D movies where
3D,
they just throw random scenes of popcorn popping in your face for no reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
And then we make fun of you, because that's what we do here. So if you ever want your comment or question read on Viewer Takeover, make sure you leave a good comment somewhere.
Yeah.
And we'll find it.
Eventually.
Maybe. As always, I'm Brian, that's Jeremy, and this is Michelle. And we are the Midnight GamesCast.
Yes, we are.
Fantastic. That's not how this works. It's just a picture of the three of us being like...
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Jazz
Freeze frame.
But guys, we definitely want to thank Mark Riley.
Yes.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks,
Now,
Mark.
Mark Riley, a.k.a. The Great Germ on
Yeah.
PSN. So go friend him, be his friend, be like, send him a friend invitation with a big meow.
So then they
I almost took him out with one shot.
almost. Yeah.
Right?
Hey, it wasn't me this time. Good job.
Putting the pen down.
This really is a 3D episode.
Right.
Yeah. It's not stopping.
But I want to say that Mark Riley's doing this stuff right, okay?
Yeah.
Like we've gotten people who have given so much effort to do a viewer takeover introduction.
Yeah.
Who did we have last week? Mikey Diaz did a 2-minute introduction in Spark.
Yeah.
And we love you to death for it. But
Yeah.
let's keep this stuff simple, guys. We want to see who you are. Who are the people behind the comments?
Yeah.
And Mark Riley, you did it right, man.
Yeah.
I'm Mark Riley. I'm the Great Germ.
You're not Mark
This is
Riley.
viewer takeover. Mm-hmm. I'm not? No. As always, I'm Mark Riley. That's Jeremy King. This is Michelle Baracchione. And this is Viewer Takeover. This is a great episode already.
There you go.
So thank you. And if you want your Viewer Takeover submission to be in front of some other Viewer Takeover video in the future, send it to withoutparole@gmail.com. That's it. Real
That's
simple
it.
stuff.
That's it.
Easy.
Yep. Also, Kurt Cobain posters. Hell yeah.
Oh, was there in the background?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Miss Nirvana.
Nirvana. Those days were great.
But Jeremy, we have some other people we want to thank other than Mark Riley.
We do.
Oh god, the paper's out.
The paper is out.
The crinkly paper.
And what do you
don't-
get?
What if you don't use it? No. You didn't even...
For just $1 or more a month.
want to
We
thank
would like
our
to thank
loyal-
all of our loyal Patreon supporters.
Yeah.
these people down here.
Down here.
Yep.
Oh, I'm to going.
Yeah.
Yes.
We started off on such a great
Did
foot.
We did. We're still on a great. Now we're on
Yeah.
the left
But-
foot.
oh,
He must have that
two left
squeaky
feet.
glued shoe.
Squeaky squeak.
Can't go
Yeah,
there.
I'm the
Stifle
blind man
too.
running.
Stifle too.
I'm gonna hit something and it's a wall. For just $1 or more a month, you get exclusive
Everything.
bonus content, and it's usually it's not just or at all PlayStation VR related. Each week, one of us assumes the role of host. And we spend 2 to 38 minutes giving you a little bit of a talent, a little insight, just some special stuff from our hearts to you.
Okay.
Another week with no new Patreon supporters. I see it already. Yeah, please, guys.
That was a nice. That was a nice.
That was
finish.
nice.
Yeah,
Touch.
the Litterbox episodes, they really are not PlayStation VR
Not at all.
centric.
No.
Sometimes we talk about games, but mostly...
Usually we're just driving in our car, being like, "Sup, guys."
Yeah, it's more special.
Yeah. I
Special,
did
alright.
this week's episode. I talked a little bit about getting older and dealing with some internet
I'm
hate about
64.
physical appearance.
What?
Yeah, people are making fun of the way I look, and I'm like, that's cool, man. I'm like, I can't believe I made it this far in life.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fine, man. It's like, when was the last time you made fun of the way someone looked?
I think I was like 11.
High school,
Maybe.
middle school.
I don't even think I did. I think I was like
Oh,
probably
I was
10
thinking
years
about
old.
getting made fun of. I wasn't the one.
Yeah, never teased, but you might be like, "Wow, look at what they're wearing."
Yeah, so if you want to,
Who cares?
if you want to see my thoughts on getting older and in getting older, physically too, like not just
And
feeling
more
older, but
handsome.
Me
Yes, you.
every day.
Every single fucking day, Brian.
So go check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/withoutparole games, and throw us $1 a month, every month, and you'll get 4 bonus episodes. Also, we are eventually debuting the $5 tier.
That's right.
Where not only do you get the litter box episodes, but you'll get 2 Let's Plays every week, where you get to vote on Twitter what game I play and be part of the chat while we play it. But it will be a Patreon exclusive Let's Play 2 a week.
From Brian.
And I guess you guys are not part of
If it was a
this.
Monday night, I will absolutely come here and play
There we
something.
go. Wait, why can't you just do it from your place? I'll give you all the passwords and stuff.
Oh, I could do that.
Super easy stuff. You guys just play at home with headphones on, and you get to do it from there.
All right.
Jeremy's down. Monday nights are Jeremy King nights.
Yeah, I'm down.
That's awesome. All right, next up, it is.
Careful what you sign up for.
No, I am free Monday night
Yeah?
You careful
Yeah.
what you sign up for. You got
I
this
am
week's
not
Letterboxd
free
episode.
Monday night.
already.
I hope you're free in
I might- I'm
20
not-
minutes
I am.
to film your Letterboxd episode.
No.
All right, first comment comes from Jay Dow.
Hey,
What up,
Jay
Jay?
Dow? He wrote on Why We Love Bound. That was a new Why We Love PlayStation VR episode that just went up the other day. He wrote, when I first got the Wii 10 years ago, I thought it was the greatest thing ever. But then I played it again yesterday for the first time since getting my VR, and it was absolutely terrible, haha. So I was wondering, when will non-VR video game consoles become extinct? It's got to be soon, right? Not sure though. I say 10 years max. What do you think? It's just amazing how bad video games that I was previously obsessed with are after getting a VR. I probably didn't say that the right way, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You can read it on the bottom of the screen and say it however you'd like, sir or
I
madam.
don't know about non-VR consoles.
I don't think
becoming
that'll ever
extinct. I
happen.
don't think that's gonna happen. Not everybody likes VR.
Yeah, maybe in your great grandchild's future,
Oh Jesus!
but I don't think not
Why
for
are
a
you
long time.
already assuming Aiden's going to have kids and or grandkids?
I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Maybe Aiden's going to take over this channel when I'm gone.
Maybe when your
Maybe.
girls
And there's no
have
time
kids.
for relationships or kids when you run up.
Yeah, that's right.
What?
Or mine. Yes. Yeah,
Oh, right, you got kids.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except they won't carry on my name.
But maybe they'll carry on this channel.
Yes, maybe they'll come here and film.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think that'll
You're
ever
gonna fill in while
happen.
I'm gone.
Maybe
You don't think it'll ever happen? You're saying great, like 100 years from now.
I guess maybe like 68 years from now, maybe it might just become
I think
extinct.
people 68 years are still gonna be playing 64.
I would think actually versions of it somehow. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Do you think that that VR will always be a thing?
I think so. I think it'll further develop and get better and better and better. It's just technology. It's going to happen.
It might change into something else though.
Like what?
Eventually.
I don't know.
It might change into something else, like a zombie?
Like more augmented reality instead of virtual reality.
I don't
where
know.
we
I'm
just
still
add
thinking you
things
put
into
on
the room,
like these.
You know?
I don't want that.
I'm thinking there's gonna be like these bracelets and anklets that you can put on, and all of a sudden you can like actually move around and.
Not hold a controller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So-
I think it'll develop into something else.
How sick would if the future could read like your hand gestures too? So if you had a gun or like a sword or something,
Or you actually get that watch from Rec Room, and it's like
Yeah.
it's a
Right.
real thing.
or from Dino Frontier.
You love that you played that game.
I think we are going to see a shift, and it's probably going to be sooner rather than later. I think within 10 years, I think VR will be the primary way people play video games.
Really?
Yeah, and I think that obviously it'll be wireless. It'll be really light.
Yeah, that-
Oh my
I think
gosh,
the
it'll be
control-
wireless.
The controllers will be
Please
amazing.
make it
I'm sure-
wireless.
I'm sure that those gloves that we've all been talking about, how we'd love to have something like VR
Yeah.
gloves, What is that? And maybe those gloves will give us like the weight of like feeling something. So okay, I grabbed the gun, and like the gloves will give us some weight.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Right?
In the
Right.
super future, they put a like chip inside your hand.
Right.
And it's already
Right at
like,
birth. I'll never know
Yeah.
it.
Ink? What the hell was that?
Oh, that wasn't ink.
No, it was
you doing over there?
I don't know.
You like the fly? Are you starting to transform
I
into
don't-
something?
Maybe.
I don't think they're gonna get rid of non-VR consoles.
No, I don't think so. I just think that there's going to be a shift where VR becomes the dominant
gonna
way
hit a
people
point.
play games,
Yeah.
right? Because I think there's so much hate out there, and because this is what the internet's really good at. They're like, I don't know anything about this. I fucking hate
Fuck
it.
it. Yeah.
Right? And so eventually people will finally try PlayStation VR and Oculus and Vive, and they're going to go,
Do you think
oh,
it's
wow,
gonna shift
I was
into like
totally
movie theaters?
wrong. I hope not. I really hope not. I don't, because the headset is still very personal.
Or
right?
maybe they'll bring it to you like at your house, pay whatever amount for a movie, and you
Well, I mean,
can
this
actually have
is absolutely a whole other
full-
conversation with are theaters going to survive? And
That is a whole other conversation.
right. Theaters are
Yeah.
probably already struggling as is.
I can
Yeah.
imagine, yeah.
So like, and I think the moment that that Netflix starts getting the ability to be like, yeah, this is out in the theater now, but you can also pay an extra $5 on top of your Netflix rental to watch it from home right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I think that's
You're
the
like,
death of
yeah.
theaters right there. But if there's a VR option, here's pay $10.
Oh,
you know?
totally. Yeah.
So maybe. I mean, there's all sorts of possibilities, but I do think that in 10 years, where VR is here now and consoles are up here, I think we're going to see a dramatic shift where a lot fewer people are going to be playing things on a screen, because once they've tried it in VR, they're like, this doesn't do it for me anymore.
Yeah.
Right. But of course, handhelds.
So lots of people still don't know so much about it too. Like I was hanging out with my friend Israel the other night, and I was talking about VR to him, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know," because we were playing Switch. He's like, "I don't know." Like, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll get it. It's only like $30, right? And I'm like,
What, VR?
yeah,
The
like
headset?
I'm just like, he just has no idea is what I'm getting. Like, so many people still need to be informed what's going on.
True, we're tied now.
Yeah.
Well, there is, and that's the thing. If you go on Amazon, you search for VR, you can find a $30 VR headset, and it's like, something. Put your phone in, it's whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, people don't know what these things are.
Yeah.
But the moment you drop someone into Resident Evil 7 in PlayStation VR, it's like that's the game changer. Suddenly it's not a cell phone in your face with a $30 headset. There are game changers out there, and you just need the right people need to play them to know what they're talking about, because there's a lot of misinformation, as you said. By the way, what up, Israel?
Yeah. By the way, watch the channel.
Seriously.
You would know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll say hello too. Nice to meet you.
Even though I've met Israel, and we've a few times, I think
You
now,
have, yeah.
Every time she says his name, I always think of the Silverchair song, Israel's Son. Okay, it's the first song on Frog Stomp. Okay, I'm old. Next up, you're up, Asia.
What is this? Empire 100 from Viewer Takeover. Did I get that one? Did I get that one?
What does
right?
Empire sell? Hardwood floors? Is that what they sell?
Empire?
1-800 Empire. Does Empire?
It's not even a jingle. I'm trying to think of it. And I'm
Okay,
like,
moving on.
I sold a lot of my retro stuff years ago, and I really regretted it later. And then it's really expensive to replace later. Think hard about it before you let it go. Just friendly advice. Winky, smiley face, sideways thing.
Oh, you know what's funny? There's not actually any.
Nothing.
There's no extra question marks because I never
No.
closed the file and reopened it.
Ah.
Oh,
That
there you
only
go.
happens. So iEmpire is responding to obviously the conversation that we had last week about my
selling.
video
Yes.
games. I've been collecting. So I don't think I brought this up, and if I have, I haven't brought it up for a very long time. This is the third time I've built a collection of video games in my life.
I think you brought it up before.
It's been a while. So
been a while.
I had this awesome collection of video games that I actually got really, really cheap, through my teens and 20s, early 20s.
That's right, yeah.
And I remember having like all the TurboGrafx 16 games, like pretty much all of them, even like
Yeah.
some really expensive ones. And before we really knew like how much they would cost and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just had like this amazing collection. And then I decided I was like, I'm going to move to Tennessee. Of course, I had no savings.
Yeah.
So I went on eBay and I sold everything piece by piece over the course of a couple of weeks. And then suddenly I had some money to move. And man, I ate a lot of pizzas with that money in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And yeah. And then I built a collection in Tennessee.
Yeah.
and then I sold that to move back, and then for the last 11, 12 years, I've been growing this collection.
Right.
So this is...
Which is bigger and better than before.
It's the biggest collection I've ever had. Right?
Yes.
And I love it. I really do. And I think... I talked
Even
about it...
Zombie U, which I keep staring at behind Michelle's head, and I keep remembering how terrible that game was.
What?
Zombie U, you liked it?
Yes, and actually I liked it even more on PlayStation 4 when they just called it Zombie.
It was really bad.
What? It's not bad.
I didn't.
It looks fun.
It's not, Michelle. Brian's
Okay.
wrong.
Okay.
So I said pretty confidently
So you
last
won't be
week.
buying that one from him?
I said pretty are you buying my stuff?
No.
I said pretty confidently last week that I was like, if somebody just came in and handed me like, here's a certain amount of money in cash, like, and then just took a truck and took it all out, right? I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
But every time I start like picking up individual games,
Yeah.
it starts reminding me of a place, a time of people.
Yeah.
People like even
Yeah, it's
the,
like
the first time I played it, like 30 years ago. Like where was
do you
I?
sell
Yeah.
first?
Who were my friends? Like when's the first time I played this? When did I see it? Did I see it in an arcade first?
Yeah.
And then went and bought the home. Like
Right.
there's so many, like a million conversations I have about each and every one of these games.
Yep.
That the second I try to get rid of it, it's gonna be too much. It's gonna be heart wrenching.
I hear you.
To even think about getting rid of it, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Because I wanted a cat. I wanted some space.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll shove it all into a corner and I'll make some room for a cat.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do it.
Yeah.
This is part of who I am. And,
hear ya.
and I hate identifying myself by the stuff that I own, but this is who I am.
Yeah.
Brian Paul loves you all, but he loves his video games too.
He is into electronics, you know?
Yeah, I would miss all of it. I don't think I could do it.
Yeah, I don't see it happening.
Yep.
Nah.
Can't wait for the cat though.
But maybe
Oh,
I'll buy
yeah.
some PS4 games from you.
Get
You
out
can make a
your
badass
Switch.
cat fort. Glue them all together. With all your collection.
Wow, you just
I don't
broke
like
his heart.
this at all. All right, you're
All
up,
right,
Asia.
up next. Sunshine, happy fun times.
That's a great
From
name.
Viewer Takeover. I like it.
I'm gonna name my cat that.
That person seems
No, you're gonna
positive.
name your cat Twister. Remember?
I'm not naming
Tornado,
him
I
Twister.
mean.
I'm naming my cat Tornado.
Tornado.
But only if he's a crazy cat. If he's deserving of the name, which most kittens I think are.
Yeah.
Tornado.
He's a crazy cat.
Tornado.
You should sell your collection. All right, Sunshine, happy
Tornado
fun
Sebastian
times.
Atreyu Paul. That's gonna be his full name.
Wow. Sebastian?
Those were all of the name options that he came up with for my child.
Is
Yeah.
that because of Never Ending Story again?
Mm-hmm.
Sebastian and Atreyu.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Tornado Sebastian Atreyu Paul. Tornado Atreyu Sebastian Paul.
I
It has a
honestly,
nice ring to it.
It does have a ring to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I
Sunshine,
like it. I put a ring on it.
Sunshine, happy fun times.
I love that name. I should name my cat that.
Deja vu. Ah. I honestly had no idea what VFR.
I honestly had no idea. I honestly had no idea.
what VFR stood for.
Hey.
The whole time I was confused until Brian explained it.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. You didn't know what VFR stood for?
I mean, it was a moment. I had a moment. I did know what it meant.
Yeah.
BFG, VFR,
There's some. It was,
BFG.
big fucking gun.
yeah, and Doom.
Oh.
Doom.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just kind of funny when like I'm like, oh, obviously everybody knows what it is, and then I'm like, oh, obviously everybody
Nobody.
doesn't know.
Yeah,
what it
right?
is.
Yeah.
So apologies to you and Sunshine Happy Dance.
At the time, I was dumbfounded.
That's
Like, what?
I didn't know what it was at first.
No. Oh, see? Thank you. I'm not alone. At that moment, I didn't either.
Suddenly I'm back in the minority.
Yeah.
All right.
You're up.
You're
Asia.
up.
So this,
Asia,
this is quite the
yeah.
process. Again, I'm going to hate myself when I have to edit this, but this is a little conversation that happened on the Rec Room
It's
breaking
okay.
news.
You'll read it
There
super
we go.
fast and caffeinated. It'll be
Shen
great.
Muso wrote, Rec Room has adventures? Nice. And free too. Well, I hope the devs make enough money on the micro sales to keep expanding it. It sounds like it has ridiculous potential. And I responded by saying, no microtransactions, totally free. Crazy, right? I'd pay good money for this game.
Smiley face.
Known Sagacious
Open mouth.
responded by saying, I hope they add some DLC for us to buy as time goes on. That would rock. And they would make a killing. Think about it. It's a free game that's really good. And everybody will have it. So there's a good chance that almost 90% of PlayStation VR owners would pay for some cheap DLC. And then Shen Muso responded by saying, oh shit, I just assumed it must be doing microtransactions. Well, damn. I hope the devs have changed to keep expanding it and make some dough in some way. Can't wait to get stuck in. I think I meant sucked in. It is genius idea putting it out for free because, yeah, everyone will have it, so there will be a big community for it. So
X.
X. Yeah, this is an X. Is that real? I don't know.
Hug?
Kisses.
Yeah.
So this is kind of funny because it's actually with that Parole.
did
This
you
is not
sparkle
kind of
then?
funny. Well, the whole conversation is one thing here. Yeah.
It's like Chevy Chase on those old Saturday Night Live skits, right? Didn't they do that? Or it was also Dan Aykroyd. Anyways,
Did you understand any of that?
with the scribbles, they used to like, do the thingy. I
Yeah,
think
yeah, you didn't.
So maybe
What's
you
going
should be
on up
playing
here?
Skyrim instead.
right?
That's what we're doing here. So the reason I brought this whole conversation up
Yes.
is because I think the biggest thing that's happening outside of PlayStation VR right now in the games industry as a whole
Yeah.
is like this huge debate, this huge controversy over loot boxes, over microtransactions, and developers are like screaming, they're like, we need to make more money off of these games if you want us to keep putting them out.
Yeah.
And they're making billions of dollars on microtransactions.
Yeah.
Like it is literally a billion. They're making more money on microtransactions than they are on actual games, it seems.
Yeah.
Right? So, which
People
crazy.
love their loot boxes.
They do.
Yeah.
So, and so here we are in our little bubble, our little PSVR bubble,
Yeah.
and we're talking about a free game that some of our viewers are desperate to give money to the developers for. They're not saying, "Hey, this is awesome! We get a free game, free,
Yeah.
yay!" They're saying, "Oh man, we hope there's some DLC we can pay for."
Yeah.
Like that is like legit. What
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I hope
Which
they
is
add
so
some
crazy,
DLC
right?
for
Who says
us
that,
to
you know?
buy, right? And so that is the kind of community we're harboring here. Like we're fostering this community where,
We're like, we'll help out, you know?
right?
Yeah.
We
Hey,
want this to keep going,
you gave us a free game. Let us give you some money for it. Like,
Right.
Who says that?
Yeah, right?
Right.
let
And,
us
nobody.
subscribe to your Patreon.
and I think that's the beauty of like this whole PlayStation VR ecosystem is that like we're getting a lot of different experiences, and none of them so far. I mean, you know, there's little things here and there, like the DLC for Carnival games that just came out, but that's not microtransactions. That's more game.
Yeah.
Right. That's not like, hey, customize your character for
Yeah.
$5.
Yeah.
We're in a good place right now, and I think that there's a lot of love for PlayStation VR as a system, and for the games, and for the developers who are supporting the thing we love, to the point where we're willing to give money to somebody for making a free game.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's beautiful. I love
phenomenal.
these comments, and I hope that the Rec Room developers know how much love they're getting from the PlayStation VR community. It's unbelievable.
How much we appreciate them.
Yeah.
I can't wait to try it. You know?
The 21st is
Yeah.
almost here.
Almost
You'll be
here.
too busy
So
playing
close.
Skyrim.
I know, that's the problem.
Yeah. That's all right.
We'll see what happens. The rec rooms are going to be empty for a little while, I think.
You think so?
Yeah. They're all going to be in fucking
Well, it is
Skyrimville.
It's not just
forget-
PlayStation VR, though.
Exactly.
Oh,
I mean, this
that's
is like
right.
combo of everybody,
Yeah, that's
which
right.
is neat, which is
Seamless,
really cool.
right?
Yeah.
Seamless.
Yeah.
The downside being is that I have found that when I go in to Rec Room,
Yeah.
this seems like the Oculus and Vive gamers skew way younger. Like I'm talking like
Oh, really?
I feel uncomfortable hanging out with these people because they're like 10 years old.
Really?
It's very strange.
How do you
I-
know? Are they like their avatars this big?
No, because they're being like, "Hey, come play a game with me," and I'm like, "That doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
I don't think this is legal."
Cry, I want my snack.
Actually, if you watch my Rec Room Let's Play,
Yeah.
my live stream,
Yeah.
there's this kid who wants to be. He's like, "Oh, it's your first time." He's like, "Come play with me." And he's like, "Come on, let's go play this game. Come on." And he kept wanting to be on my team, and I was
Yeah.
like, "This is like adorable and kind of weird all at the same time."
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
felt very uncomfortable, and I was so glad that it was being streamed.
Right?
Yeah.
So like, I was like, I only want to play with this kid if like thousands of people are watching,
Right.
Because I don't feel
I still think it was
comfortable
funny the comment that we made before about when I said, "Oh, maybe they should have like the headsets on so we know what everybody is," and we said that it would start gangs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even JD was talking about how we could have
Yeah.
like a game cat gang where we're walking down the
Yeah.
Rec Room hallway all snapping.
Yeah.
All right, finally, the last viewer takeover.
Nope. Second to last, Jeremy, you're
Second up.
Oh,
Jade.
Yep.
I apologize.
Jade Dow.
I got you.
Again, from Viewer Takeover.
Oh, hey, JDow's second comment.
Hashtag Viewer Takeover questions.
Hashtag viewer takeover. Send us comments and questions on Twitter at hashtag viewer takeover, at Parole Games, at That Would Be Dark, at Second Kara 90, at all names _ taken no E, and at Desra.
And also send us duct tape.
And duct tape.
Patreon.com/withoutparolegames.
Feel free to answer only one. When starting the channel, how did you motivate yourself to keep making videos even when at the beginning no one was watching them? I didn't state that like a question.
Watching them.
Watching them. Also, was there at any point where you would wait? Let me start that one over.
Please.
Also, was there any point where you were close to quitting?
All the time.
We know that. Did you ever imagine your channel would be this successful and be entertaining / important to so many of your viewers? Let's answer all of them.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Sure. So, Brian, when starting the channel, how did you motivate yourself to keep making the videos, even when no one was watching then or now?
It's become an interview.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Brian.
Do tell.
What's your favorite swear word?
What would God say?
This is a pretty simple to answer, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, when I started the channel, like, nobody was watching.
Yeah.
And so what motivated me to keep making videos is because that's what I wanted to do before anybody was watching. I wanted to make YouTube videos. I wanted to sit around and talk about video games.
When you only had 2 likes and you're like, there's 3 of us.
Well, when it was like, especially for the first the first 6, 7, 8, 9 months or whatever, when it was just me and Mike Zeller sitting at a pub table, like just being like these big boom stands and stuff with the microphones. Didn't know what the hell we were doing.
Yeah.
And there was no format. There was no anything. We didn't prepare. We just like, oh, people will watch.
Yeah.
No, people don't watch if there's nothing to watch. and it was okay. Like we had fun, and I think that was the most important part. Is that every time you make a video, you have to be doing it for yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like you have to be like, I'm doing this because I love it, not because of the recognition you're going to get or the number of likes or the number of views or like, oh, hey, somebody on Reddit's talking about our video. No, you do it because you fucking love it.
Yeah.
Hey, and this is what I love to do. Like this is the only thing that makes waiting tables even
Well, then let me ask
tolerable.
you this.
Is that I get to go home after waiting tables and do this. You guys show up once a week, and I'm like, sweet. I have so much fun when you guys get here.
Yeah.
Like, we blast through the news, and then, like, we just it's game on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Was there any point when you thought about quitting?
I think I did quit. I think I did quit at one point.
I think you've quit and then restarted again and not have told us until after it all came fast. I quit, and then I figured, no, that's stupid.
There's an episode.
It was like a week. Like,
there's an episode of Gaming Without Parole that keeps popping up in people's recommendations, and I think that's I don't know, somewhere. But people keep commenting on it, saying, oh, this video scared me because the episode is called The Last Gaming Without Parole Ever.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember
and it's from
that
like
as well.
a year ago.
Yeah.
And there's been like 60
And they're
episodes
like,
since
what
then.
are you doing?
Yeah, and it's just, again, me and Mike Zeller sitting there, and I'm just like, and it wasn't because no one was watching. And I think, I don't know if I made that clear on the video. I don't know, like, at what point I divulged the real reasons, but it was a lot of work to do, which is funny because it was so much work for me back then to get up one podcast with very little editing and like maybe one review every other week. Yeah. And now it's like there's probably 10 videos that go up every single week.
Oh shit!
And I'm like, yep. I think I have a little space for one more video. I don't know. Like I've got the same amount of time every week. I just don't know how I managed to do it all.
You just stopped sleeping.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I do stop going to work sometimes.
You've been doing that a lot more, yeah.
I'm trying to do it a lot less now. I've actually gone to work every day this week.
Nice.
But the
it's only Tuesday.
this is when my weekend
Friday,
And you don't
actually.
even work today.
I'm a waiter. This is when Tuesdays are the beginning of my weekend. What are you guys talking about? During that episode, I don't know if I divulged on that episode, but I was sick. Like I was having stomach pains. And they were not going away. And I was, in every single day, I'd wake up and I'd just be like, I'd open my eyes and the first thing I'd think was, oh God, the stomach pain's still there. And it was like real hard to do anything. Yeah. You know, it was like, and I was getting real concerned, and it took me months and months and months to figure out what the problem was. And I ended up in the ER for a while, and finally, like 6 months later, took care of it. But at that point, when I decided, hey, this is too much, I had to call it quits. And I'd be like, okay, at least I don't want to be in front of the camera anymore. Yeah. Because here I am in pain. Yeah. And I don't want that to come across. I'm not having fun doing this anymore.
Yeah.
Did you ever imagine your channel would be successful and entertaining?
I still don't imagine that this channel is successeful or entertaining.
Or entertaining, yeah.
With so many viewers, views and viewers, really.
You know, that's it's interesting, right? Because like
it's mind blowing.
If a year ago, if somebody was like, oh, in a year you're gonna have like 7,000 subscribers, I would have been like, what? Why? What happens?
Right? Yeah, I know,
What
really.
happens in-
Did we get good?
Did I suddenly become interesting?
I can't imagine that's possible in 7 months. It's
Who
been-
joined, who's on? What famous star?
Right.
Harrison Ford?
Right?
Well, we'd have millions.
You think so?
With Harrison Ford on a podcast?
Get him on the phone, man. Let's see what happens.
He won't answer my calls. There's a
Harrison Ford, if
restraining
you're
order,
watching.
actually, yeah.
So,
Please fill in for me when I'm gone.
but as I've mentioned many times, like that, you guys watching are
You kitties.
you guys, everybody involved in my life, everybody involved in the channel, you're all part of this. You're all part of my dream. This without parole dream that I've been wanting to make happen for so long. And when it's happening so slowly, when I can literally see every single subscriber when I refresh the page, like, oh, there's one more. Oh,
He
like 2 hours
refreshes
later,
multiple
there's
times
one
a day.
more. Yeah, of course I do. Because I'm constantly obsessed with this channel, even when I'm at my real job. And when I see you guys come through the door, like, and subscribe one at a time, it seems like it's happening really slowly. It's my dream coming true in slow motion. I've said this 100 times. And so sometimes you can forget that just because it's happening in slow motion, that it's still coming true.
Yeah.
That it's still happening. And that's fucking beautiful, because every time I remember that it's actually happening, I'm like, fantastic.
Yeah.
Like it's
Like,
really
we're doing it. We're doing it.
we are
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
And so Jay, thank you for reminding me that despite the fact that we don't have 100,000 subscribers,
Yeah.
that this is successful. That this is exactly what I wanted
We're
to
so
be.
close to 10.
Yeah,
Getting there.
right.
That was our goal, though, by the end of the year,
The
by
new
New
year.
Year's.
and we're not going to hit it.
No,
and,
but that's all right.
and I'm fine.
No,
with
but
that.
look how much more we have.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's fantastic regardless.
The goals are stupid. I don't know why I ever put goals out there. Like, hey, we need 10,000 by the end. No, because you know what? That's just setting yourself up for disappointment. The fact that I see you guys come through the door one by one, I just wish that I could like literally shake your hand, like, hey, I'm Brian Paul. Like, we're gonna be hanging out for a while,
Welcome.
right? I hope you enjoy.
You
the
could
videos.
shake their hand in Rec Room and become friends.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. Last one. Dr. Doom 223. Why
up,
we
Dr.
love
Doom?
gaming without parole. What's up, Dr.
This
D?
is like episode 50. This is an example of like old videos popping up in people's
Yeah,
feeds.
really.
It's
Where
a
did
new
you come
comment
from?
on a video from a year ago.
No shit, huh?
He says, ha 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 ha.
That was a good Doom impression.
Thank you. Shit you not. My wife came down from my daughter's room yesterday with a bag of UMDs and said, do something about these. It was the original Batman with Adam West, House of a Thousand Corpses, Kill Bill, and Evil Dead 2, just to name a few. Not sure if they will even still work. You guys both squint like,
I know,
oh,
we do.
yeah.
Like brace for impact.
The impact, yeah.
Because I don't know how hard he's going to do it.
Right?
You're
That's
not playing.
always the
You're not
I
allowed to stop me if you're not playing.
So much fun though.
All right. So you had a PSP.
Oh, yeah, I still do.
Actually, that was one of our very first conversations.
Was it the PSP? Yeah.
Because we were talking about PSP recommendations, and I was like, "Oh, you got to play this game called Gurman, a monstrous adventure."
And I don't.
Still
I
haven't
might
played
have
it.
played it. I don't know.
So the foundation
What
of
is
our
it?
friendship is the same
the
exact
same.
foundation we have
At
today.
least you know what you're
I'm
gonna
like,
get.
"Hey, play this game," and you're like, "Sure," and then it never happens. He's like, "Super Hot sounds amazing."
I
Sounds
can't
so
wait to
cool.
play it.
Right? So does Gurman. By the way, Gurman's a great game. PSP. It's kind of like
might
Zelda.
Maybe
fun.
Dr. Doom has
good.
it. You can
I
borrow
think
it.
I might have, Brian.
I don't know.
I'll have to look in my collection
But
now.
PSP conversations
do
were the
that.
foundation of our first
Yeah,
conversations.
it's a great little handheld console.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some great titles. Bzzz, you can hit a little UMD twist up.
And I'm curious if you meant to put the extra E at the end of wife.
Yeah, wifey.
Is it wifey?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I
Wifey.
read it.
Comment
Wifey.
below, man. Let us know if you meant to say
Yeah.
wifey. Also, stop playing Skyrim, man. Fucking watch the rest of the episode.
Evil Dead 2.
The UMDs, man. Like,
Yeah.
So all the games came on for PSP, came on UMD, a little
Yeah.
encapsulated disc. You ever have a PSP?
Nope.
Yeah. You know what UMDs are?
Universal Media Discs.
There, dude.
Very delicate little things. Back in my
That one's
GameStop,
I
GameStop
to answer your
days-
question, yes, I do know what they are.
I used to have idiots that would return the game saying it's broken because they'd try ripping it out of there and take the little CD.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh god. So these
They're
things were
so
so cool.
cute.
And
I
they're
have
like,
that game
and
as well.
It's actually pretty good because they were hard to scratch because they had this protective surface.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah.
Right? And it only reads this little square, which is amazing because so often I buy used PSP games and they're just destroyed.
I know, right?
Like, what do you guys
Like, how
doing?
did you do that?
It's pretty astonishing.
Well,
Now-
he did. Dr. Doom said
Nice.
he wasn't sure if any of his still worked either, so maybe he destroyed his as well.
But my question is why were we so fascinated with playing movies on our PSP?
I don't know.
Why was this a thing?
Maybe because it was
that was the
before
fad
like the
at the
cell
time.
phones had the little movies on it, so it was just now it's like nothing. But back then, that's
This is
what.
before
This is-
smartphones, right?
Yeah, and that's
Kind
what
of
it
like
was.
YouTube, just take it and go.
And
Oh, we got this.
Netflix wasn't a thing yet.
The resolution was
Yeah.
really solid too. You
makes
know, on that
sense.
little screen, it looked nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
I mean,
beautiful screen.
there's
It
a lot of
was.
things where you question why was that a thing at the time.
But you know,
What were those little
There we go.
music things you can play? And you had the little discs that came in it, and it only played like
Mini disc players, MDs.
no, it was like on a keychain, and you only got like
oh my god,
not even half
I
a
know
song.
what she's talking
And
about.
but it was so awesome.
Yeah, it was like little, almost like singles, except you had them on this teeny little mini
it was
device
singles
thing. Yeah,
but it was only like maybe half a song too.
that was in like the early '90s.
It wasn't even the full song.
no.
What was the sound quality like?
That I don't remember because I never had.
No, but
one,
everyone
but I-
was collecting them.
This
I've
was like
never
before
even
your
heard
birth,
of
right, or
this.
when you were like just born.
I was collecting them, so
Oh god, then maybe it's not what I'm thinking. What year were you born?
90,
So it was in the
1990.
early '90s. So was it in the late '90s, maybe?
Maybe, yeah, or
Yeah.
middle of
middle
the
If you have any
Yeah.
idea what these two are
You
talking
can't
about,
remember,
'cause
but I-
don't.
But you know, yeah,
Yeah,
there was
there
like
was a thing.
in sync, bye, and you
Couldn't
like
you
plug
get
it
like
in, and you
there's
go
things
like,
in
yeah.
like your cereal boxes, didn't they?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
You plugged it into something?
yeah.
like headphone jack, right?
No, it was like
Didn't
this little. It was like a little mini radio, and you take your keychain and you just plug it in.
This is the biggest scam since Tiger LCD
It was
games.
something. It didn't last long. Very short.
They gave them away at like McDonald's.
yeah,
like
it
it was
in things.
everywhere.
Yeah, for a brief time.
I don't remember this even remotely,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna look on eBay.
You guys know
I'm
what's
gonna look
up.
on eBay because I
Comment
definitely want
below.
the buy single from
As
NC.
soon
That's all you get is that one portion.
you do, it's just a little bit.
Dr. Doom, thank you so much for the trip
Thank
down
you.
memory lane.
Yeah.
I have no idea what memories these guys have. It's some alternate reality. It's the Mandela
It's a
effect in
thing.
full
Yes.
effect. Berenstein
multiverse.
Bears,
Right.
by the way, EIN. It's never been Berenstain ever. Come on, guys.
Berenstein Bears.
It's never
Oh,
been
I just read
Berenstain.
Berenstain Bears yesterday.
All right, you guys, I think that pretty much wraps up another episode of the Midnight Gamescast. I hope this in the future, guys. I'm so excited. We're playing Skyrim right now. As this
Yeah.
episode goes live, we're playing Skyrim. How cool is that? We've been
be
waiting
awesome.
so long for this.
Yes.
It's happening.
In the Let's
get
Play
to fly
things,
a
I touched
dragon.
you a lot this episode.
You can keep
Ooh.
it.
Thank
It's all
you.
Yeah.
It looked so
As
spot on with
always.
swinging the sword and the axe, like in the play. It
looks
looked like
awesome.
it was like right on. It wasn't like a weird like.
Yeah.
It's old news now.
Yeah, but I'm
It
still
is old news,
excited.
yeah.
Oh, I know because they're playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually tuned us out long ago. As
Right.
always, I'm Michelle. That's Brian. That's Jeremy, and we'll see you next week to talk about Skyrim. How do you like it?
Yeah.
I hope you all.
Hit it! Coming at you right between the ears is Hit Clips. Music to get you grooving. Hit Clips is a slick micro audio system. This tight package is small, pumps out monster sound. It breaks down like this. We clip, 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 and sample songs, so only the groove sticks.
It's gonna be me.
Plus, with the micro boombox, load the mother load.
See the way you love me.
Some of these songs available now. More this fall, you can collect them all. Hit Clips, each sold separately.